Well, I have never thought this was going to be possible. I have reached 3,000 subscribers after dealing with multiple false strikers, 2 people that threatened to sue me as in they're literally self-reporting themselves to actually make themselves look even worse. And this year I expected, to just start all over again with 0 subs, because the Roblox community is easily the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life on the internet by far. Anyways, I'm going to answer your question because I have not done a Q&A in this channel for 5 years. The first question is basically saying, will you do anything else besides from videos, rants, gameplay, reactions, YTP? Well, I'm doing a Q&A video, so it's definitely something different. But if there's something else I would do different aside from all of that, probably just making videos on like video games or one character I don't like on a video game I like. That's probably the most likely one I might do next. The most unlikely is definitely reactions. I'm not even a fan of reaction videos whatsoever goddamn ever. The next question is, what are the things you hate? In this social media, false strikers and doxers. They are an absolute nightmare to deal with, because you either have to 1. Diss the video idea, which is what the false striker or quote-unquote doxer wants, because it wants to silence you, or it just wants to ruin your life. 2. You have to unlist the video because someone you ranted on that is quote-unquote not a false striker anymore, now in the future turns into a false striker out of goddamn nowhere. And thirdly, it goes against the First Amendment, as in freedom of goddamn speech. Let people allow what the hell they say, because every person I seen is in a democracy country that uses YouTube, not a communist country. Here's a good question. Which social media do you think that we have to keep or else the world will collapse? YouTube is probably the only social media where we probably have to keep it or else the world will collapse. Every other social media you do not need whatsoever. Twitter you do not need whatsoever. Hell no to TikTok, you do not need TikTok whatsoever. Because the thing with YouTube, if you remember Morgs, he left school in like 15, he didn't even finish it whatsoever, because YouTube is technically a job. So if YouTube doesn't exist, Morgs is pretty much screwed. And I'm saying technically a job, if you're lucky, if you even got ads, or you get a decent amount of views, which is becoming almost impossible to do on YouTube. Well, unless you want to spam YouTube shorts, but I do YouTube to make YouTube vids, not bloody TikTok vids. There's like multiple reasons, but I'm just gonna keep it short. I think this comment translates to, what do you think is the worst social media? It's definitely TikTok without a doubt. Or if we ignore China exist and ignore Chinese freaking social medias, it's gonna be probably Twitter. Because these 2 social medias offer you absolutely nothing. Like, literally, tell me any goddamn reason why you want to use those social medias. Because if you somehow find a reason to quote-unquote use them, I'm telling you, it is a definition of depression. The next one is, what is your favorite YouTuber? Yeah, this question really depends on which is my favorite genre, which is pretty goddamn difficult since I like a bunch of goddamn genres. Like, my favorite animated YouTuber is Gel Penzalona. I think he created X-Tail and Underverse, which is technically my favorite fan animations by far. I could describe why they're great freaking fan animations, but that's technically massive spoilers, and I just recommend you to just watch it, and then you'll realize and understand what the hell I'm talking about. My favorite rant YouTuber is the Angry Video Game Nerd. That channel inspired a ton of goddamn people to scream atop their lungs about god-awful freaking content. Favorite video game review, it's definitely Angry Joe without a doubt. And favorite live streamer, which I don't even really care about live streams at all, so I'm picking the most popular option, which is IShowSpeed. Like, there's just tons of YouTubers that do different genres, where it's really difficult to call which one is my favorite, because I like them in significantly different ways. What do you think is the best video game you played? This one's pretty easy. It's Left 4 Dead 2. I think that is the best zombie game ever made, the best sequel ever made, the few online games I still play to this very day, which is very goddamn small, and I can consider this as probably the best online game I ever played. For me, it's a fantastic soundtrack, or OST, and plus the Last Stand update that happened in 2020, which shows how goddamn good this game is, that it got an update over a decade later. That almost every issue I had with Left 4 Dead 2, the Last Stand update fixed almost everything. Do I think the game is perfect? Absolutely not. It has minor issues I have with it, but that's about it. They are so goddamn minor for me, when I don't have really an issue with it whatsoever. This is a pretty damn good question. What is the most overused music you heard on YouTube vids? Well, there's three things I can say is really goddamn overused. One of them is that they are so goddamn lazy, they don't even use music whatsoever. The second one is that they use free copyright music like this, which for me sounds god-awful, and they just do it because it's too damn difficult to find, I don't know, instrumentals or OST that sounds actually decent. And the third one is essentially, well, they use the Undertale OST. It's the most overused goddamn video game OST used on the internet right now. Well, for me, of course. Because this track right here, I've heard 2 or 3 YouTubers used it multiple of goddamn times in a row. So I'm gonna play a music track that's less goddamn overused. The next one is what happens if you don't do rant vids. Well, there's another type of vids known as exposed videos. The difference is that exposed videos have a way damn calmer voice, so I'll probably just not scream on top of my lungs over god-awful channels if I'm unable to do rant videos. So the next one's basically saying, when will you react to a low-quality Michael P video? Which is insanely unlikely. Because one, I don't even like reaction channels. I mean, literal gacha reaction channels are just straight up stealing videos and just quote-unquote using the digital characters as reactions. So if I'm just, well, quote-unquote, reacting to a Michael P video, I'll just be straight up stealing from him. This question could be challenging for you. What fantastic game have a horrible character for you? So far, probably Alphys, because that character is probably the reason why the hell people say Undertale is overrated as goddamn hell. I'm probably preparing a future video describing how that character is god-awful, but this is literally a goddamn video game that got 9 out of 10s and 10 out of 10s, so I don't want to spoil anything in this Q&A. What do you think is the worst video game you played? Probably most of the Roblox games that probably exist, because all of them are unfinished garbage. Like, do I care about Meme City? Nope, not at all. I don't even like it whatsoever. Do I care about Adopt Me? Nope, not at all. I don't even like that as well. And just to make it worse, the Roblox community is easily the worst goddamn community I've ever goddamn seen on the internet by far, so it makes the gameplay even goddamn worse. What is, in my opinion, the worst YouTuber I've seen? Content-wise, Foxy the Fox 110 is easily the worst. She puts absolutely no goddamn effort in her content whatsoever. There's no entertainment values, barely any editing whatsoever. Like, I literally made 2 videos about it describing how she's a god-awful YouTuber, and the only reason why I made a literal second video on her is because she literally full-struck someone over a 5-second video, and she had no idea what the hell doxing means. I'm gonna try a dumb question. Why do people hate you? Well, I only have like 2 goddamn reasons on this. 1, I'm autistic. 2, I literally do an editing style no other freaking person is willing to do. Why do you take a while making vids? Well, the thing is, I do YouTube as a goddamn hobby. I mean, I'm earning absolutely nothing over this. 2, I could possibly get sick. And 3, most of the channels I ranted on recently are pretty damn small, so I'm actually goddamn searching for them. Which, you know, actually takes a while to find. Thankfully, some people like this do make my life a lot easier finding these god-awful channels. And also, yes, I'm probably gonna rant on this channel. And out of all the news comments you made, which one was my favorite? God, most of them were almost the same. Too difficult, I don't really know. Anyways, that's all the YT comments I could find that questioned me. Anyways, thank you for the questions, thank you for 3,000 subscribers, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna fade out the video. Anyways, goodbye, I'll see you in the next couple of days.